Welcome back, everybody, to House Flipper. This is Series 2 of House Flipper 1. We are looking forward to the release of the House Flipper Remastered Collection. The latest update came with an announcement. The latest update for House Flipper 1 came up with the announcement that they are looking at October, November for a demo for House Flipper Remastered, and they are looking at having it playable at the Tokyo Game Show, which doesn't mean playable for the rest of the world, but just there. So it's very close, and I'm excited. October, November is really close to winter. Anyway, let's get into the episode. This is episode 245 of my series and of my second series, and we are going to have to really pull out all stops to get the rest of this series recorded before House Flipper Remastered releases. I know, because I want to record it and finish it, and then I'll start recording House Flipper Remastered, because I am really looking forward to that coming. Anyway, in the meantime, we have a job to complete over here in. It was the House Flipper Dine Out DLC, wasn't it? Let me see. It was. That's right. Now, where are we going? Over here. Why won't it move me? No, I'm stuck. Okay, let's try again. Okay, because I went too close to the edge and it got confused. That's why. All right, where are we at? Into the castle. Wine and dine. Remember, winemaking has been a family tradition for the Merlottis across generations. Let's resume that particular one. We've done most of the basement, I think. No, we haven't. We've got the bathrooms to go. And he wanted to turn the downstairs area into a wine tasting area. 70% of restaurants do not belong to any restaurant chains. And of that, is it something like 70 to 90% of them shut down within their first year? I don't know. Used to be. Because they're really hard to make work, apparently. Very expensive and difficult. All right, so this is what we were doing. We have done this room in here. This looks like our dining area, our wine tasting area. So here we go. I still don't like the barrels being where they are, but that's a thing. We have our bathroom sign, because I'm guessing that this area with the 3 little cubicles has to be a bathroom. We are going to lay some Nakara white floor tiles down in here and get this show on the road. Let's get it done. I'm going to start here and go all the way into here, because I am betting that these are Nakara white floor tiles in these areas as well. Well, that changes the aspect of everything, doesn't it? Alrighty, we need an internal door, Weru brown. Let's go. We need 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, and this will be 4. I'm going to go up to here. We're going to flip this around. Make sure we're going to open it this way so it opens onto the wall here. I want to do this from the other side, actually, because I want to be able to put it flush against here. But I don't know if it's going to count if I put it here. Okay, let's have a look in here. No. So putting it out there means... Oh, no. No, we're good. 1 of 4. Okay, good. We're good. Let's get the next one done then. Again. Used to be I could put the doors in without having to recenter them, but okay. Without having to get them out of the thing again. Alright. I'm so glad that that double space counts as part of this room. Alright, I wonder what sort of programming goes into doing that. A Wayman light, square light switch. No, I like the contrast of the gold, but I want it to be a little bit more That'll do. Beigey. Okay, now we're going to go in here. We're going to see if that light switch. No, Rayom dark light switch. So we're going to grab that. We're going to again go with the brown like the women outside. And then I think I went beige. Yeah. Okay. And I am going to bet that each one of these requires one of these. So we're going to kind of try and just do things all together as we go. Rightio, a woman's ceiling lamp by 2, and I noticed in the other room that they wanted those as well. We're using beige, so we're going to use beige all the way through. We're going to center it kind of here and here. And in here, one ceiling lamp. It's just easier than going into it 3 times. Sink plumbing systems by 2, a remainder round mirror by 4, and some soap by 2. So it looks like we're going to have some, yeah, let's separate our sinks so they're not like a his and hers sink. We're going to put one here, and we're going to put, they are double sinks. Right, I definitely want one over here then. I did not realize. So the double sinks, which means we are going to put the mirrors side by side. Now because it's going to let us move the things along the wall, we're going to make sure that this one is flush up against the wall. So, right. I like the light outside, but I'm thinking we're going to go for the beige here and the doors. I like the contrast. I could go dark coarse. I don't know. Let's go dark coarse oak with the beige, I guess. Sink can be white, handles are going to be beige, and the details are going to be beige because we want everything to kind of match through and be consistent. Rightio. Now, we want that sink square up here like this. And then I want to grab, I want to unscrew this because otherwise the sink won't go on it. And my head is humming with story at the moment. It's really hard to focus. We're going to get this. We're going to pop this, and we're going to make it sit square. I don't think it's going to sit square. No. All right. We're going to have. Oh, there we go. Right. Now we're going to assemble it. Once upon a time, if you let those turn before these were up, you would get water everywhere. I don't think I've ever put one of these together. This is awesome. Oops. I liked it because it meant you had to be really careful about what you were turning and where. See, that would have been a disaster. I also like the freedom of being able to put the pieces together as I wanted to. Oh, for goodness sake, I need to sell that. Because it's not the way we made the other one, that it didn't remember. So we kept the base. We went beige, we went oak, we went white, we went beige, we went beige, we went Bob's Your Aunties. Anyway, and then we opened the doors and we assembled the sink. It's a very old saying. There's something very calming about actually just being able to make it pretty. Although I don't think coarse dark oak was maybe my best ever choice. That's okay. So we can do it in any order, it just lights up. Alright. A little bit too blendy. It would have been better with the white. Never mind. Let's get these mirrors in. Pretty sure we don't have sinks in the toilet, so we're good with that. What's that? Soap. Okay, good. We're going to go beige because we want to make sure it matches everything else. And then we're just going to put them in. I'm not sure I can center them over the sinks because they're round and awkward. That's going to drive me crazy, but that's okay. Even if I move the thingamywhat's slightly. I know that it's going to do my head in. Soap containers, let's rock it. All right, let's stay with that. Oh my. Where am I supposed to put these? Oh, okay, I see. Just put that around and we'll just go in here and we'll put another one in the middle here. Right, you know what? We need like paper towels or a hand dryer or something. Okay, we need a toilet plumbing system. Let's pop those things in. We're going to move them so that the toilets sit in the middle. We'll do it again. Oh, actually, we can do it this way. We'll just go into store toilet plumbing system. I know it used to be you could, anyway, used to be, not anymore. Okay. Mountable toilet standard. Back to our taskbar. Back to here. So the problem is once you go out of the zone, even though you're trying to do a certain zone, you're out of the task thing. So you've got to get back into the task thing, or if you're buying multiples of what you bought before, then you might as well just go into what you bought before and buy that. There we go. Now I guess we should assemble them. There we go, next one. Here for assemble. Away we go. Oh, beautiful. Alright, back to our first one. We are buying a hook, a Tiamat toilet brush, and a toilet paper holder. So let us... I'm actually going to go back into tasks. We are going to buy a toilet brush. And I'm actually going to buy the toilet holder. The brush is silver. We're going to make the holder silver as well. Over here. And then a hook. Okay, now the hook, I don't know if I can put it on the back of the door. Let me just jump up here and close this door. No, it won't let me put it on the back of the door. Alright, let's open the door again. Uh-oh. Rightio. I'm going to put it to the side, then we'll put it on the opposite side of the toilet paper. Now the reason I did all three things at once in there, even though I know I'm going into here, so I can go back into store and I can buy toilet holder and I can buy a toilet brush, toilet paper holder, and a hook. And then we can do it in reverse. Buy a hook. And back over here, close that down. Toilet paper holder. And we can close that down. And we can buy a Tiamat toilet brush. Okay, that's done. Just going to go into each one and make sure we haven't missed anything. Yep, and this room is complete. Nice and simple. Alright, into this one. Lay floor tiles, Nakara light grey. Let's get to it. Back into our taskbar. Grab our Nakara light grey. Start from the corner, zippity-doo-dah all the way over to here. Do underneath the door because we can. And speaking of door, let's go. That's in grey. I think it should be in dark brown. And the base. I know if I can't find a decent, I like that. Let's do that. Okay, so that means when I'm on this side, I shouldn't see any of the tile coming out from underneath the floor. That's pretty good. Right, let's get to work in this space. We need double fridges, ceiling lamps, dishwashers, bench tops, sinks, cabinets. Oh Lord. All right, a fridge and a double fridge. Yeah, let me have a look at my benches. Okay, we have 2 cabinets with additional countertops. Cabinet, freezer, dishwasher. Cabinet. Ah, double sink. I need one of those and a bench top. It almost looks like that double sink should be in the middle of the room, but it does look like it should be in the middle of the room. Doesn't make any sense. It's not going in the middle of the room. It's going over here. One of those. This looks like it should be in the middle of the room. All right, cabinet with additional thing. We're going to keep it all pretty stock standard. I didn't notice any corner things. Cabinet variant C. This does not bode well. I don't think it's going to fit anywhere. Do we want only one of them? Because if we want only one of them, that means we're moving everything over. But I still want that sink to be as central as possible, and that's not going to happen. That's annoying. Let's pull this out. Oh, I know. If we're going to get there eventually. Okay. It's because we want the dishwasher near the sink, isn't it? Yes, it is. You're a goose. Put that over there. Find our dishwasher. Okay, we don't want it over near the sink. Okay, so I'm putting this there. I'm messing it up, shush. Let me mess it up in glorious silence. A freezer. What? All right, this is a freezer. I'm actually going to grab that. I think what we're going to do, actually no, we're not. We're going to put our bench here. We're going to put our freezer here because then you can take things out and put it on the bench. I don't like it. What? Another dishwasher. Okay, hang on a minute. There. Grab this. I'm going to put it about here. I'm going to grab this. We grab these dishwashers. No, we're going to grab the cabinet. And I'm going to grab the dishwasher. Oh, that's right. I'm just trying to think of it in an ergonomic fashion. So we've got so it's logical, basically. And I don't want basically a sink is for washing, but you need space on either side for stacking. I'm not sure why you'd separate your dishwashers out, but you might. Wait, where's the other one? That's right, I grabbed it. It's over here. So maybe you want the other one over here. So you've got your stacking spaces and your shelving spaces, your washing up spaces, and your dishwasher spaces. So you can kind of put everything together. You've got your two thingamywhatsits here, and maybe you want that table pivoted and put on the end because it looks like it'll fit nicely across it. Okay, which means I might just bring all of this across a little bit. So I still want a walkway, but I want to kind of line it up with the, oh dear. Yeah, I want to line it up with here so we have that aesthetic thing going. But also so we have a safe walk space. Yeah, I didn't think I quite got it square, but that's okay. Now I know where I want it to be. It needs to be. Okay. And then I want to get this, and I want to bring it there. So what we've got now is we've got a bench space here, we've got a prep space over here, or a serving space too, and we're going to work out where we're going to put our fridges. So I'm thinking if I've got a narrow fridge, so we have a Mary's fridge here, we're going to put it here. No, we're not, because that sucks. No. Let's stick this thing here for a minute. We are going to move that over a little bit. Because I want to have enough workspace for people to stack things into the dishwasher. You could temporarily stick things on the freezer, put them in the dishwasher, or stack them across from there. Which means we're going to have to put our fridges, unless, oh god. Okay, no, we can't fit it. I was going to say unless we can fit it in here, but then that gives me this redundant bit of space in there. Yeah. You know, I think it might work better if we just flip that and put it up here. Okay, and then I've got my freezer here. So you've got walk-in space and movement space in each area. Someone's not going to crack a hip on a door. That's good. Let's get these rotation ceiling lamps in. Just the one? Are you sure your cooks are going to have enough space to see what they're cooking? Or maybe that's the whole idea. Anyway, let's have a look at our light zone from that lamp. Yeah, that does cover everything, doesn't it? Alright, we have not completed the job. What have we missed? Maybe there's a space outside we need to investigate. Okay. Alrighty, that's this part. Now, it's either outside. Okay, no, we don't want to go to that. That's like a gate. Or it's upstairs. Oh my gosh, it's upstairs. No, let's go with hands, because hands are better for rubbish. Alright, I've missed some trash. There it is. Missed trash. Oh, wait a minute. It's over here. So easy to miss. All right. Let's clean the dirt. Do, 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 do. Okay. Up this end. What am I seeing that needs to be tidied? I know I've got this little... Oh, it's the pillar. I'm like, what's this little white square? Well, we worked it out. Alrighty. Place a balustrade, build an entresol, and buy objects. We don't need to sell anything, though. Alright. Place a balustrade. Well, let's have a look in our chore thing and see if it will explain it for us. Balustrade. Let's go with the black, or possibly we could go with the beige. And more beige. Yeah, let's do that. That'll lighten it out a little bit. No, it won't, because we want to do whatever that is. We just wander this way. Okay, that's too light. So we're looking at... Pretty sure it's not that. It could be the brown. Let me have a check on the brown. Yeah, dark brown. Okay. Why are we balustrading this entire space off? Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. Oh my gosh. How big a space can we do? Oh, it still costs the same, it's just more efficient. Okay, not sure why we're balustrading that and how I've managed to mess myself up for lack of work, but that's fine. Now I want to build an entresol. Maybe that's like an entry. Well, we'll do it in dark brown because that's that. Okay, so I've got to put the entresol in there. Okay, hang on. Let me just make myself a space to move through. And we're going to build an entresol. I know, I did it in order and it messed me up. Oh, right. I'm not sure how this goes. I've never done one before, you see. Land in hot water. Keep your eyes down. There's no floor. What? Oh! Sorry, that was the achievement land in hot water. So I guess because I was here and I built my entresol, and basically you're cutting a piece of the floor out from beneath you, and I did that while I was Anyway, never mind. Okay, now we know why we wanted to build a balustrade. So with this job, you're better off if you build your entresol first and then put your balustrade in. Oh, I like it. That opens it out so nicely. Anyway, we need 3 Crowley's tables, Crowley's bar chair, bottle holder. Now I need, probably there's going to be a bar in here, isn't there? So these are our bar tables. These are going to be small. No, there's no bar in here, just the bar tables. Alright, so we want 3 of these. We've already got them in. Okay, these are in mahogany, but I think we've been using our coarse dark oak. So we're actually going to use coarse dark oak up here as well. We're going to have one there. Now these are large tables, so I guess we're going to need large table space. Unless we're going to, no, we're not going to put one there. We're going to put one here. We're going to put one over here. Now I have to put in 4 of these. Oh my giddy aunt. Okay, you know what? We're going to set these. These are going to be like single tables. So I'm going to put them here and here. We're going to grab this big fella here and we're going to move it over to here. Right? So you've got that little walk space and you've got walk space here. Yeah. All right. And then we want 20 Crowley's bar chairs. 6. Okay, I can do 18. So okay, this will work. So 4 is 12. This is a menace. So what I have done is I've set these up as single tables. Maybe I need to just set them up as doubles. So what we'll do is we'll pop that one over there and we'll pop this one here. Right, and then we'll grab our chairs. We're going to, again with the dark oak, and we're going to put 2 here. Yeah, because that will give us 8, and then you do 4 around there, and that will give you 12, which will give you 20. How dare you put math in my game, guys? Rude. Alright, which means we're going to want to do the same here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set that one up as a 2 table there, as a 2-seater there. And I'm going to put, so 2-seater there. That's at the head of the stairs. It's going to have to go here. Okay, I know what we're going to do. And then what we'll do is we'll just move this over here. Okay. Okay, back to the dark oak. Let's go. One there. One there. And one here. And one here. And one here. Let's pop this one in first. Not a lot of weight room in here. We have some very skilled bartenders. Okay, which means this has to come a little bit away from the wall so that you can fit. Those in. Now we need some laser hanging bottle holders by 4 and card variants B by 3. Okay, so let's go with our laser hanging wall holders. Now I'm thinking these are the tall ones and I'm actually going to use this contrast, so we'll leave it as it stands. And then I'm going to grab these ones. These should be short ones, right? I know it's not going to work. Shush. I've had another thought. We're going to change things a little bit. My budget's getting short, so I better not be lazy. I better grab this one. I like the 3, but I think we're going to have to. I want to equal it out over here. So I hope you got some good patrons who are going to smash your bottles because they can. People nowadays are very unpredictable. Radio. You would hope those who came to a wine cellar were a little less unpredictable than most, but anyway. Okay, 3 card variants. So I'm going to set the card variant Bs are for the big table because this is where we reserve for our groups. So we're just going to go 1. And what if this end was reserved? There we go. So this end, there's like, they've got space for people who wander in, but that end is reserved for like an exclusive little thingy. What's it? Quera glass stands. Now, where am I supposed to put these guys? Unless we've got 2 big tables up the other end, right? Why don't we put the what 2 of them? I'm going to put 1 up here, and then we're going to put 1 over here. I'm just going to grab this reserve ticket and we're going to move it down. There we go. And we just grab that glass stand and we're going to put it up here. Alright, the next thing I need a canter barrel with a cork on a stand. What? Do you think I can just magic you guys up some extra space? Oh, well, aren't you lucky that I am a magician? But if you're not careful, I'm going to use my wand to turn you all into toads. Okay, next. Hippocampi juice bottle variant A. Now, I'm going to say that these things belong. Actually, let's say it's reserved for a party. So we're going to have our bottles up here. Or, actually, maybe it's first to come. No, okay, no, I don't like it. I don't like it. It needs to have a shelf of some kind up here. Oh. There's always got to be 1. Right, fine. There's always got to be 1. It's going to end up there. Drop of life glass by 6. That's very cute, but we're going to have empty glasses to start with, and people can choose their poison, so to speak. And we're actually going to put these around here for this party. Alright, emergency exit sign on the right. So I'm thinking the only exit, since you're allowed to leap over the banner there, you better only have an emergency that lets you. There we go. Done, we've completed our job. Beautiful. Alright guys, let's go enter and see how this goes. Boom. It's an improvement, I guess. Alright, that's a definite improvement. I don't remember messing with that. Oh, it's from the outside. Well, well, well. Let's go. I think, guys, on that note, we are going to leave you. But let's have a look at what we might do next episode. Pardon me. So we still have a luxury flipper to go, a house flipper pets to go, and a house dine out. We are going to be doing a luxury flipper. Oh, it's right there. It is right there. That looks new, actually. I don't remember doing this one. Well, something to look forward to. But guys, on that note, I am going to bid you adieu. If you've enjoyed the episode, please hit like. If you want to see more, please hit subscribe. And I will check you later. Take care out there.